is slingshotting its way toward you. Are things changing quickly?
They really are, Kristen. We're gusting at times 50, 55 miles an hour here. You see debris occasionally floating up, mostly small limbs and whatnot, anything that's loose, paper bags, what have you, they just go flying by. And what's been most amazing to me is how many people are still on the bridge out here, coming across this bridge here. Obviously, people trying to get out of harm's way, or at least I hope that is what's going on. Again, we continue to encourage you to basically hunker down now. We're talking about just kind of staying put. You got to just kind of wait this thing out at this point. It's almost getting too dangerous to be out on the roads. Now listen, we are at a hotel where people have evacuated. Janine Albert from Wink TV here in Fort Myers helping me out. She talked to a few people about how they feel about Charley.
Jim, we're safe in the lobby of this hotel with the wind and the rain outside. A lot of local residents fled to this hotel to get to higher ground. Some of those residents from Cape Coral. You guys, what do you expect to find in your home tomorrow?
A lot of wet stuff, I believe, unfortunately.
You all are only 5 feet above sea level?
8.
8 feet above sea level, so you expect a lot of wind and rain damage.
I sure do.
Hopefully the house will still be there.
I hope so too. Well, we're safe in this hotel, and we'll be talking to you guys. Jim, that's all from down here. Back to you.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Since Donna, 1960, it's going to be the worst hit for Southwest Florida, probably as well for all of Florida since Andrew in 1992. Here's our deal. We're hunkered down at this very sturdy hotel. We've got a crew of about 12 out here, all right? There's only going to be a certain window when we're going to be able to broadcast for. We're going to lose our signal with the kind of winds we are expecting with this. I can't tell you when that's going to be. It may be an hour or whatnot, but I'll tell you we're going to be inside. We're going to be safe. We'll let you know how we're doing, and certainly when we can come back to you, we will do that. We will do that. When we can come back live to you, we will do that. All right, that's it here from now from Fort Myers. Folks, bear down and deal with this thing, and I wish you the best of luck. Let's go up north, Tampa Bay. Jeff Morrow standing by. Jeff, how's everybody doing up there?
We're doing better, Jim, obviously. The big, huge metropolitan areas of Tampa, St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Sarasota, they're breathing a little bit easier right now because it looks like the hurricane is coming in farther south. However, our gain is obviously Lee County's loss down here in Collier County as well. So our hearts go out to all the people being affected down there. Of course, people earlier today were still boarding up in this area, just in case, because as of early this morning, it was still thought that this hurricane would perhaps come up this far north and bring some devastation here. So there was a lot of boarding up, a lot of sandbagging going on as well. Let's take a look at some of the wind gusts around the area if we have them. Again, St. Petersburg gusting up to about 15 miles an hour, and also Sarasota about 12 miles an hour. Again, this is not where the brunt of the storm is right now. And if I could just make a quick point before I throw it back to you guys, Category 4 hurricane, this really reminds me back to Hurricane Hugo back in 1989. And I want everybody to...
All right, we'll get back to Jeff as soon as we can. Our hurricane expert, Dr. Steve Lyons, joins us now with the latest. Steve?
Well, in Fort Myers, you just saw Jim there. It's going to get worse very quickly. The core of strong winds is approaching the coast very rapidly, and the winds are going to go up from about 20 to 30 miles per hour to 50 to 60, and then on up over 100 with the core of the strong winds coming in right into the Fort Myers, Port Charlotte area in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. The water is rising already along the coast. Sometimes that takes a little time to get in there, and once it gets in, it takes a longer time to get out. But this is a very powerful hurricane, and it's going to change very, very quickly in the next hour from about, as I said, 30 miles per hour to about 130 miles per hour. Now let's look at the water rise. As we talked about this, 18 feet locally within the greater Fort Myers area is possible with this hurricane. If you're in a low-lying area, you need to move away as fast as you can from that low-lying area. But don't go over a causeway. The winds are going to be picking up very fast in the next hour. Now what do we expect? Damage-wise, direct structural damage could be very high in the greater Fort Myers area here from a Category 4 hurricane. You can see it extends up a little bit into the Central Peninsula, but not all that much. But we expect this to remain a hurricane all the way across the Florida Peninsula. You can see here circulation is going to come across and then threaten the southeastern United States over the next few days, and it's moving quickly. So let's look at the inland wind potential. A lot of power lines down, that's a possibility. Power outages and damage. So hurricane force winds could extend all the way across the Florida Peninsula the next 12 hours. Back to you in the studio.
All right, the latest on airport closures coming up next.
That's right. Plus, we'll check out the roads that have already been packed with people trying to get out of town. We'll have the latest on Hurricane Charley's impact on travel coming up next.
We're out of water. That means I can't mix my fiber drink or take fiber pills.
No problem. Try new Benefiber chewables. Tasty orange cream. No water needed.
We're safe!
New Benefiber chewables makes taking fiber easier.
I said a little honey bunny, tell me what you're 20. I got my rabbit ears on and I wanna get chummy chummy.
Over 8 million drivers feel really good riding with Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Wherever life takes you, Best Western is there. Best Western, the world's largest hotel chain.
These guys, like family. So when I learned 1 in 3 men faces prostate problems,
he had us switch to One-A-Day Men's.
One-A-Day Men's, a complete multivitamin plus lycopene, which Harvard studies suggest may help prostate health.
Gotta watch out for my guys.
One-A-Day Men's.
Stay tuned. Hurricane coverage will continue on the Weather Channel. Right now, here's your local on the 8s.
You're looking live now at one of the causeways that crisscross the Fort Myers area. As Hurricane Charley makes its approach, winds are going to be picking up very quickly now. And watch out for the very heavy rain and the potential for storm surge as well.
And it's good to see that those roads are clear now, because it's really too late to hit the roads. It is too late because we're looking at the eye of the hurricane, or the eye wall, now about to approach Sanibel Island. Well, here's the latest with some of the wind gusts that are back over across the west coast of Florida. Notice they look fairly weak right here, becoming gustier in Fort Myers. Don't let that fool you, because the winds are going to go way up very, very quickly here off of Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte area, Captiva, Sanibel. Next couple of hours we'll be looking at that.
Not only right along the coast, but we've had reports of winds up to 41 miles an hour at the Orlando International Airport, so some strong thunderstorms developing as well.
Florida is also feeling impacts, obviously, of the storm right now.
That's right. And joining us is our severe weather expert, Dr. Greg Forbes. And Greg, do we have tornado warnings right now?
We do have quite a few, especially around the areas near Orlando. Damaging winds pushing into the Orlando area. Let's take a look. Here we have the center of Hurricane Charley coming toward the coastal areas. I've outlined here in this pink dash line, off to the left of that, the west of that, Naples, Fort Myers, Sarasota, Port Charlotte areas be getting damaging winds from the strong winds of Charley. Then it's this band of thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms, pushing north across central Florida, the leading rain band from Charley, really causing quite a problem. Tornado warnings here, red shaded counties all have tornado warnings. This little backwards sea, if you like, little calm ahead area here has pretty strong circulation in it. It's coming across the Orlando area, especially just to the west of Orlando. Orange County, tornado warning around Windermere, western and southwest parts of Orlando, over toward the airport, coming up toward Apopka. Next county over, Lake County, around Claremont and Leesburg, tornado warnings there. One more county over, that would be Sumter County, around the Bushnell, Center Hill, Sumterville areas. And then one more storm coming in, that one Osceola County, damaging winds and tornadoes a possibility there. Let's switch sources. We'll see as these storms, as the hurricane continues off to the north, the most dangerous quadrant is the one that's ahead of and off to the right of. That's in this case to the north and east of the hurricane center. You get those rain bands with thunderstorms and strong shifting winds, give you a great threat of tornadoes. Flooding rains could be in there also, especially over time. Right at the moment, the storms are moving north at 20 to 30, 45 miles per hour, so you'll get a quick 1.5 inches of rain, but over time we could accumulate up to 6 inches in some places across the Florida Peninsula up into the coastal Carolinas. Then tomorrow into Sunday night, the heavy rains from Charley will spread farther to the north.